Hello everyone, Andy Wolverton here with Journeys in Darkness and Light. And just a couple of days ago, we had some big film noir news. The UK label Indicator announced a fifth volume in its Columbia Noir box sets. And this time, Indicator is going in a different direction. They are focusing on one star, Humphrey Bogart. So let's take a look at what we have to look forward to in June. We've got 6 films: Dead Reckoning from 1947, Knock on Any Door, 1949, Tokyo Joe, also 1949, Sirocco, 1951, The Family Secret, 1951, and Bogart's final film, The Harder They Fall, from 1956. Now, most of these films have been available previously on DVD and some on Blu-ray. I'll talk more about that in just a moment, but if you have the TCM Vault collection that features Humphrey Bogart, a set from about 10 years ago, it contains 4 of these 6 films: Knock on Any Door, Tokyo Joe, Sirocco, and The Harder They Fall. Now, back to the Indicator set. First of all, this collection is loaded with extras, so many of them I'm just going to link to in the notes in the description for the release. There are just so many of them, just too many to mention here. But know that with all of the Columbia Noir sets, you get a substantial 120-page book featuring writing on all the films, and you get new audio commentaries, critical appreciations, and much more. This set is strictly limited to 6,000 numbered units with a release date of June the 20th, 2022. This is a Region B set. So let's get things started with Dead Reckoning, directed by John Cromwell. This is a film noir that doesn't get talked about that much, but it should. Although paratrooper Johnny Drake, played by William Prince, is about to become a decorated serviceman for his wartime bravery in World War II, Johnny evades all media attention and is soon killed in a car crash in his hometown. Johnny's war buddy Rip Murdoch, played by Bogart, travels to Johnny's hometown to find out what really happened, discovering that perhaps Johnny had a very different life outside the service. The film also stars Elizabeth Scott in only her 3rd film, a role originally intended for Rita Hayworth. The supporting cast includes Morris Karnofsky and Wallace Ford. This is a very good film noir that I've always enjoyed, and I'm really glad to see it kicking off the set. Dead Reckoning is still available on DVD and has been released on Blu-ray in France individually and as part of a box set which includes 3 other films from the Indicator collection: Tokyo Joe, Knock on Any Door, and The Harder They Fall. This new Indicator edition includes an audio commentary by Alan K. Rohde, and appreciation by writer and film programmer Tony Raines, and much more. Live fast, die young, and leave a good-looking corpse. If you've ever wondered where that line came from, it's from Knock on Any Door, and it was spoken by Nick Romano, played by John Derek, to his wife Emma, played by Aline Roberts, after she tells him she's pregnant. I won't tell you everything that happens next, but Nick's violent behavior soon gets him into trouble. When Nick is arrested in connection with the murder of a cop, his lawyer, Andrew Morton, played by Bogart, believes he can get Nick off the hook. But the DA is played by George McCready. This courtroom noir, directed by Nicholas Ray, is the first film produced by Bogart's independent production company, Santana Productions, which also produced 6 other films, including 3 more in this set. Knock on Any Door includes an audio commentary by writer and film historian Pamela Hutchinson, and there's more. Tokyo Joe, another Santana production, finds Bogart as an ex-Air Force Colonel, Joe Barrett, who returns to Japan after the war to see if his bar, Tokyo Joe's, is still intact. It is, and so is his wife Trina, played by Florence Marley, whom Joe thought died in the war. Joe gets another surprise when he learns that Trina's divorced him in absentia to marry an American lawyer, played by Alexander Knox, who's working in Japan. But Joe learns even more about Trina, finding himself in a world of trouble, much of it in the form of a man named Baron Kimura, played by Sesu Hayakawa. Bogart wasn't pleased with this film, and neither were the critics, but the public liked it. This one also has a new audio commentary by writer and film historian Nora Fiore, also known as the Nitrate Diva, and more supplements. In the next film, Sirocco, directed by Curtis Bernhardt, Bogart plays Harry Smith, an American selling guns to Syrian rebels fighting the occupying French troops in 1925 Damascus. There's war action, war drama, and war romance, with Marta Torin playing the mistress of a French colonel played by Lee J. Cobb? Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of this one, but it's got a nice supporting cast, including Everett Sloan, Gerald Moore, Zero Mostel, Onslow Stevens, and an uncredited Jeff Corey. This disc also includes an audio commentary by film historians Alexandra Heller-Nicholas and Josh Nelson. Next, The Family Secret from 1951. And no, this one does not star Bogart, but it was the penultimate film produced by his production company, Santana Productions. I've never seen it, and I imagine most people haven't either. So here's the rundown. John Derrick plays David Clark, a law student who accidentally kills his friend in self-defense. David's dad, played by Lee J. Cobb, an attorney, advises him to tell it to the DA exactly as it happens. But David's mom, played by Erin O'Brien Moore, thinking the scandal would ruin David's career, gives him different advice. This one also stars one of my favorite character actors, Whit Bissell. We also get an audio commentary by professor and film scholar Jason A. Nye. Closing out the set, we have The Harder They Fall, Bogart's final picture before his death. Bogart plays Eddie Willis, a down-and-out newspaper reporter who reluctantly agrees to work for a corrupt fight-fixing promoter named Nick Benko, played by Rod Steiger. Benko is hyping his new fighter, Toro Moreno, played by Mike Lane, a beast of a fighter with no real talent. Benko tells his fighter he can get him a shot at the title, and Toro isn't savvy enough to know that this is all a sham, that his manager has been fixing all his fights. Of course, Eddie realizes this almost immediately and struggles with whether he should tell Toro the truth or remain silent and keep his job. Deception, corruption, and the setting of the boxing world make this a memorable film noir, but it always saddens me to know that this is Bogart's last picture. This film was released on Blu-ray last September as a double feature with Requiem for a Heavyweight from 1962. That came to us from the Australian label Umbrella Entertainment. But the Indicator disc features an audio commentary by critics and writers Glenn Kenny and Farron Smith-Namey. Again, there are many extras involved in the set, too many to name here. I will provide a link in the extras so you can check all of that out. Now, that's a very quick look at this set. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope that you are as well. I would advise you to go ahead and pre-order this now, since 6,000 units may go quickly, especially since this is a Bogart set, and there are tons of Bogart fans out there, including me and probably you. So if you're a Bogart fan, don't wait for a flash sale. Get it now. That's going to do it for this time. Everybody take care, stay safe, watch lots of great film noir, and I appreciate you watching. I'll see you again soon.